He's like, I would love to coach you. He's like, now I'm going to get in your bleep, and, it's not going to be easy, but if you come with me and you listen and you work your tail off, he told me, the sky's the limit, you know what I mean? And that's all he had to say, and I just knew he was the right person to go with.
Yeah, see, he's a no-nonsense guy, and he rubs some guys the wrong way, and he does get into your bleep. How did you do with him once you got there?
I did fantastic because Coach Trickett, as far as it gets, he's a great teacher. You got some guys who are fiery coaches who, do some questionable things, but, if you're not teaching, the guys ain't getting the message, so they don't understand why you're so frustrated. But with Coach Trickett, he lets you know why he's frustrated, and for me, I had a fire lit under my own tail from where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do with football. So as mad as he would be for me for, messing up, I was just as hard on myself. And I think he sensed that. I know, Coach Fisher sensed that too. I know EJ sensed that sometimes that, in practice, we're a couple of weeks in, and I'm frustrated that I didn't pick up a certain blitz. And, they're all telling me to, relax and, just relax and take it in stride. Whereas I'm like, no, I don't care the fact that I've only played a year. There's no reason why I shouldn't be out here, doing what I'm supposed to be. There's no excuses. You got a job to do, so there was no margin for error for me, and Coach Trickett feels the same way. So we just kind of paired off really perfectly.
Menelik Watson, my guest. Let's not lose track of this fact. You said you only played 1 year. You played one season at Florida State. You have played a total of 20 football games in your entire lifetime, but you decided to turn pro. Was it a difficult decision, and how do you know you're ready?
It wasn't a difficult decision. First of all, my age comes into play, and just being older and mature than, and certain things I've been through. I felt like, mentally and physically I'm ready to take the step, because essentially at the next level it's all about doing your job, getting the job done, and I feel like physically and mentally I'm prepared to get into a working situation, not just a sport, just a working situation, and become a professional. The decision, I really wanted to stay to come back and play with the offensive line. We had a great relationship, the whole offensive line, and, I'm upset that I'll never get to play with that unit of guys again, but I was just ready, to just get out and, start working, getting a job, NFL more so for me. I'm not looking at it as anything else but a job. I got a job to do, and that's what I got to do at the next level.
And you mentioned your daughter. You've got a girlfriend and a daughter back in England right now. So come full circle for me. You never wanted anything to do with the sport. It's the sport that you ended up in that you wanted nothing to do with it. It's clear to me that you want to be great. Do you have a passion for the sport, or is this the thing that you just ended up doing that you're great at?
No, like I said, where I was at in my life, football gave me it gave me a second chance, So, me and football have developed this relationship now where I'm forever grateful, and I owe it to the sport itself to be, one of the greats, and that's my goal. I don't want to be a fly-by-night guy. Everyone wants to hear the story, and my thing is, my story's not even finished. Everyone wants to know what this big deal was, and if you ask me, I haven't done anything yet from where I'm trying to go. My passion is every day. I mean, it grows for the sport. The more I learn, learning about, fronts, learning about defenses and, things like that. My passion for the sport grows every day.
Now, are you still kicking yourself for that one sack, that single sack you allowed?
You know what? I'm kicking because EJ got hit. Anytime the guys get near the quarterback, it really ticks me off, and whether it was one or, zero, I mean, even if they don't even sack him and they get close, it really frustrates me. So, I take pride in, my job and what I've got to do, so it ticks me off. Yeah. Not for the statistical, fact, but just for the fact that play he got to my quarterback, and it frustrated me, but I made sure I got him back the next play.
So did I or did I not say this was a great story? Menelik Watson, former Florida State right tackle, getting ready for the upcoming NFL draft. Menelik